Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some crazy stuff to go talk about because GTA has officially released its statement, as well as also Uber as well is now joining forces with Rockstar to talk about how crazy the situation has been. There has been so much news, so much drama, and so many brand new things that have actually happened when it comes to this brand new huge GTA 6 leak, and there is just so much random side stuff coming out with it. So we have a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to go bring on up, and well, let's go and talk about it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. You have all your thoughts and comments as well down below. And as well, we have the Target, Amazon links, and all that good stuff. And just, well, some crazy news. So you guys may or may not have a chance to see this, but if you guys missed it and lived underneath a rock, GTA 6 actually was majorly leaked as of yesterday. Like, we're talking one of the biggest leaks known to man. As in, like, this is, like, the source code. This is as in, like, the actual videos, the gameplay, everything. A lot of stuff has come on out. So we actually did finally go have an official response here from Rockstar. And as well, this is kind of a good thing, at least in my opinion, because at least they're addressing the issue very quickly. They're on top of their stuff very quickly, but it still sucks that the situation even happened. So Rockstar Games themselves, with a lot of community support as well, has said, a message from Rockstar Games. We recently suffered a network intrusion, which with an unauthorized third party illegally assessed and downloaded confidential information from our systems, including early development footage for the next Grand Theft Auto. At this time, we do not anticipate any disruption to our live game services nor any long-term effect on the development of our ongoing projects. And now this is where it starts getting a little bit more spicy on this one too, because this is where the FBI and the government is now involved in chasing down these culprits. We are extremely disappointed to have any details of our next game shared with you all this way. I would feel the same exact boat if you spend all this time, all this effort, basically trying your best to make a game, and literally more so still the source code. Like, that's the bigger deal and bigger issue with all this stuff. The source code is all, like, that's the game. And people can copy that, they can mimic that, they can destroy that, and as I've mentioned in prior videos, they can literally use that to start hacking in a game too as well, and have like basically if you know how the game is coded, you know how to basically counter code it and make it different, make it better for your hacks, etc., etc. So basically our work on the next Grand Theft Auto game will continue as planned, and we remained as committed as ever to delivering an experience to you, our players, that truly exceeds your expectations. We'll update everyone again soon, and of course, we'll promptly introduce you to this next game when it's ready. We want to thank everyone for their ongoing support through this situation. And obviously, as you guys go for Rockstar, they had a lot of good support. Like, I've seen a tweet, this tweet has 800,000 favorites, which is crazy too as well. This is actually, like, it's just a lot. So a lot of people in the gaming community are like, don't worry, I'm excited for the game. It's okay if something like code get leaks. If it gets delayed a little bit, don't worry about it. Don't stress it. We totally get it. A lot of folks, I think, have been more, I guess, sad for the devs, the coders, like the people working on the game. Obviously, you have a Rockstar Games, whatever, they're going to be fine. They're a big business. They're making a lot of money with GTA 5 and all the other games. But it does really suck for developers who have been working really hard, having their hard work basically leaked, and essentially maybe having to restart or even redo things they've already done. As well, we've had a lot of folks out here that have had a chance to kind of make some jokes and kind of some funny memes on it, but it is kind of serious because there's going to be, I think they've said now the government is involved. So you guys can see like Okami Games, the wanted level of the guy who leaked GTA 5, so, you know, the usual 5 stars, although now we have a few hundred to do as well, which is kind of crazy. But the big thing too is we've also been seeing a lot of other folks also getting the DMCA takedowns. So in case people are curious on why I did not show any gameplay, and why I didn't show like any like screenshots or whatever, because if you really wanted to, they're out there. But yeah, I've seen multiple like YouTube videos. I think I saw like a few YouTube channels get shut down. I saw a random channel that had like 10 different videos of GTA leaks, so like, you know, just like 10 separate uploads, and Rockstar literally went through every single one of those videos and sniped them, and that channel, as I've checked before, is now fully gone. Like, it got removed off of YouTube. Typically, I think YouTube does run like a 3 copyright strike system or something like that, in case you guys are all curious. So we've seen a lot of news and a lot of work with that. And yeah, I'm just trying to be a little extra careful on my YouTube channel. Like I saw people on Twitter having their stuff removed, or having DMCA takedowns. People's Twitters are getting taken down because I saw a lot of folks trying to post like 10 different things of gameplay, which obviously you don't own the copyright, and obviously with a huge major leak, it's not good. But number one, from the statement from Rockstar Games, it does go and prove that the leak was legitimate. And as well, with them also DMCA taking down YouTube videos, tweets, and even a few gaming articles. As well, it does go and show that this is all legitimate stuff. And like I said, we've seen a lot of other folks kind of doing like fan art and memes and everything else with it, but it does go to show that a lot of this stuff's been kind of crazy. But the even crazier part for almost all this stuff is the fact that now Uber is involved. So in case you guys missed this, Uber and Rockstar Games are now in close coordination with the FBI and U.S. Department of Justice amidst both companies being hacked. The group known as Lapacis were seemingly involved with the attacks, which had briefly targeted Microsoft and Nvidia in 2022. So basically, this is now apparently a confirmed hacking group, slash just maybe like a whatever. Some folks are saying the person who got this information was only 16 as well. But it just kind of seemed to go and show that a lot of this information is just like crazy. Like these people are literally getting into Uber, and like they even had an Uber security report over here where they basically said, our investigation's still ongoing. We're providing an update to our response on last week's security incident. So about a week ago, Uber lost a lot of information. So an Uber EXT contractor had their account compromised by an attacker. It is likely that the attacker purchased the contractor's Uber corporate password on the dark web after the contractor's personal device had been infected with malware, exposing those credentials. The attacker then repeatedly tried to log into the contractor's Uber account. Each time the contractor received a two-factor login approval request, which initially blocked access. Eventually, however, the contractor accepted one, and the attacker somehow got on in. So because of that, they were able to go and access several other employee accounts, which then at some point gave them all these elevated permissions to the number of tools. So this included G Suite and Slack. So obviously with all this information, they had a little bit more of the hands-on internals, and they were able to either social engineer and be like, hey boss, I need to do this really quick. Like John from accounting said we need to do this. Please, like, let me go do it really quick. Or as well just had access or passwords or like things that are open up in plain full files. And then the attacker apparently then posted a message to a company-wide Slack channel, which some folks saw, and then reconfigured Uber's OpenDNS to display a graphic image too as well. So basically, like, there was just a lot of internal leaks, and then messing with the businesses. Although at least on Uber's end, like, they had a lot of issues, but it wasn't like they were still able to go, do Uber Eats and stuff. So apparently the group itself that they confirmed is called Lapacis, which has been increasingly active over the last year or so. This group typically uses similar techniques as targeting technology companies, and in 2022 alone has breached Microsoft, Cisco, Samsung, Nvidia, and Oka. So a lot of really big name like companies over here, especially Microsoft. And this is the big kicker that kind of relates back to the GTA stuff. There are also reports over the weekend that this same actor breached video game maker Rockstar Games. And this is like basically the title of my video. We are in close coordination with the FBI and U.S. Department of Justice on this matter, and we will continue to support their efforts. So we're working with several leading digital forensic firms as part of the investigation. We will also take this opportunity to continue to strengthen our policies, practices, and technology to further protect against future attacks. So we are now seeing official statements from Uber, grouped in now with the GTA news, as I mentioned, with Microsoft and Nvidia also being attacked. And also, like I said, apparently this is only like a 16-year-old kid who somehow had access to all this information, and we did have the updates that it seems like the source code for GTA 6 has been sold for $100,000, with still a lot more actual files and things that are accessible available to this hacker/leaker. So while we did have Rockstar have a lot of good community support and a lot of folks backing them and supporting the developers, and as you guys can probably even see, has been trending all day, it's been on Reddit all day, people making YouTube videos like myself on it all day, we've just seen a lot of different various news all floating around with it. It's been a pretty big thing. So I feel so bad for this leak. This is probably still one of the top 5 gaming leaks of all time, especially with how high profile GTA is and how kind of somewhat secretive they have been on GTA 6 so far. So at least we did find a little bit of information on the game. I do think there is some good long-term potential on the game, and everything else tied into, I think, well, I mean, it sucks for the devs, but I'm happy to kind of see that Rockstar is trying their best to bounce back and not have any major issues with, well, everything. It sucks. It's just a bad situation for everyone. And I'm also kind of sad, too, that source codes even got leaked, because I don't want these developers to have such a bad day, going on with all of this. So, man, it's crazy to see the FBI is now getting involved. It's crazy to see what it's going to turn into. And it's crazy seeing probably hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe not hundreds, but like millions of dollars being spent on just trying to find the guy in the first place. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. I would love to go and hear it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below, Target links down below, and like I said, make sure you guys have those notifications on.